Hi, this is Carter Brule, and this is my Module 7 reflection video. After watching the lecture and reading through the articles, I found statistics that I thought was very interesting and kind of eye-opening, and I just know that this is something that I've definitely seen firsthand with students going online versus in person now. I went to a 3A school, and after my class graduated, we went down in football to 2A, but I'm not sure if we went down to 2A as like an overall, but still the numbers dropped. Freshman year, my class was 60, 61 people, and by the time I graduated, we went down to 42, and that's a large number. So we lost about 8 people, I would say, to actually moving out of district and going to a different school. And the other amount decided to go to the virtual school that was about like 10 miles away from my school. And I remember a lot of the reasons they wanted to go to the virtual school is because they didn't have the motivation to get up and go to school. They didn't want to see the same people every day. They just didn't want the interaction, which I think personally is sad that they're losing a ton of friendships. They're like missing out on sports. I think that they're kind of missing out on the whole high school experience. So, in my opinion, I don't like that, but it is what it is. Some statistics that I found that I thought was really eye-opening was that 26% K through 5th grade are full-time students. As an elementary educator, I think that's a large number, and I don't personally like that. Unless they have like a disability or they're constantly sick and can't go to school, I see that's fine, but that's like too big of a number. I think that K through 5th grade is like the time where you meet all your friends, who's on your sports teams and whatnot, basically, and losing that face-to-face interaction is a lot of just like you just miss out on a lot. I think it's appropriate for students to do online learning, but it comes to like a measure of how much online learning are you like getting from it. The point of a teacher is to be there and teach you, and now it's kind of getting scary to a point where we're losing teachers to computers. And I just don't think that should happen because not everyone is a computer expert and knows how to work things or rather learn online. Coming from experience, I took a ton of high school credits online and like high school and college credits online. So I liked it, but I rather have the face-to-face interaction because sometimes I would want to like get the instructions exactly. So then I'd have to email them and then they would have to get back to me, but I never knew when they were going to get back to me. Compared to when you're doing it face-to-face, you can answer right then and there. And there's people that they can direct you to if you have any other questions or you need help on something. Like compared to online, you basically have Google, right? I guess. So I think every state should require completion of online, though. I do agree with that just because in college you might need to take some online. And if you're at least familiar with it, you get to know that if you like it better in person or online. My experience working with LMS was good. I chose Google Classroom because where I went to school, it was a Google school. So with that being said, we did everything on Google Classroom, Google Docs, Google Drive, Gmail. And I thought it was easy to work with, create a classroom. I like it as well because when I was a student, turning in homework was really easy, and if it was getting close to a deadline, or I believe when you didn't submit an assignment on time, it would tell you about it. So I like that a lot, just kind of like a warning, like, hey, you didn't turn this in, you probably should, kind of thing. I could use Google Classroom as a future educator in the classroom by posting different links on stuff. Like for this, I posted my Kia game so people could go in and play it. Any announcements kind of thing, and you don't just have to share it to the children, you could also make like another classroom for the adults as well. So say if there's like fun night going around and they need shifts, you can create like a whole new classroom and give it out to the parents and they can go in and sign up for stuff. So I think it's just like very easy to work and also get responses from.